When a baby has a cleft lip and no cleft palate, there are not usually any special considerations needed for feeding. When a baby has a cleft of their palate, a thorough feeding assessment by a cleft specialist nurse is needed. She will help parents develop a feeding plan and will give guidance and support as parents learn the techniques for feeding their baby. Feeding can be a great source of worry to parents, and it's important that the advice they get is prompt, accurate and individual to meet their baby's needs. In this film clip, the cleft specialist nurse has come to the maternity unit just 2 hours after baby Jasmine is being born by caesarean section. The cleft specialist nurse assesses Jasmine's oral reflexes in readiness for Jasmine's first feed. Jasmine is very sleepy but manages to take some formula milk. The initial feed may be given using a glass bottle and an orthodontic teat. Over time, the milk will be given in a bottle developed specifically for babies with cleft palates. This bottle enables a person feeding the baby to gently squeeze the bottle to push the milk out. This is needed because babies with a cleft palate are unable to form a vacuum in their mouths to make an effective suck. As breastfeeding also requires babies to form a vacuum, breastfeeding is usually not possible. When expectant mothers know antenatally that their baby has a cleft and that there is a chance that the baby also has a cleft palate, provisional plans can be made for feeding before birth. The cleft specialist nurse may recommend expression of colostrum, which is the first milk the breast produces. This production begins before the baby's birth. Although breast milk can be expressed using a breast pump, many mothers who had planned to breastfeed feel very disappointed when they're unable to do so in the conventional way. For some mothers, the feeling of loss about this are very strong. Parents quickly become experts in assisted feeding techniques. When it's time for weaning, the cleft specialist nurse will be available to give advice and support once again. Although parents tend to worry a lot about whether weaning a baby with a cleft palate will be more difficult than an average baby, this is not usually the case. Until the palate is surgically repaired, often small amounts of milk or semi-solid foods come down the baby's nostril. This is because the tissues that normally separate the nasal cavities from the mouth are not in the right place.